Welcome to Yoga for Disc Golf. Today we're going to focus on our brace. So the brace refers to stopping your momentum moving forward with the power of your hip and your hip flexor here. So what we're going to focus on is creating strength and stability within our hip here and flexibility as well. So when you come through on the throw, you're going to plant your heel and you're going to brace with all the muscles of your legs and your outer hip here to transfer the motion of the throw into your upper body so you can throw. So we're going to find our breath. We're going to take a seat on the mat here and find our breath at the beginning of the practice. So find a comfortable seat and close your eyes. Take a minute here to just relax. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And then exhale through your mouth. Take a deep breath in. Sit up nice and tall. Keep your shoulders over your hips, head centered over your shoulders, and exhale. Squeeze all the air out from your belly. Another big breath in. And let it out. Two more breaths here at your own pace. I'm going to inhale. And let it out. One more breath in. And exhale. Open your eyes and then come over onto your mat into a tabletop position. So hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. And we're going to take our right arm out forward in front of us, reaching just straight out. You don't want to lift up, okay? Just straight out. We're going to warm up our core here. So then we're going to take our left leg out back behind us, but don't twist your hips. Keep your core stable and just push your leg right out behind you, okay? And now exhale to bring your arm and your leg down, and then we're going to do left hand and our right leg back. So inhale, keeping stable at the core. And bring them back down. Now right arm, left leg. And now reach your left leg back as far as you can through your heel. And your right arm forward as far as you can. Feel the stretching and the strengthening in your core there. Now switch. Feel the same stretching through your left arm and through your right heel. Keep your hips stable. And now switch. I always like to get a nice core warm up before I start really any practice because it allows me to feel my core engage in the other poses. Now switch. Switch. Switch again. Left arm, right leg. We'll do one more round after this. Now right arm, left leg. And left arm, right leg. We're going to continue with our core warm up here a little bit. So hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips, and then take your feet, step your feet out back behind you into a plank pose. And now, just like we didn't want to twist our hips doing the bird dogs, we're going to try to keep our hips stable here. Move your weight over into your left hand. Don't twist your hips. And bring your left arm up to your chest and hold. Hands back down. Reset. Find your core. And without twisting your hips, bring your left hand to your right pec. Bring your hands back down, drop your knees, bring your toes together, spread your knees wide enough for your rib cage to fit through, and then sit back towards your heels, lengthening your spine, stretching out through your fingertips. Get a nice little stretch here in child's pose. Try to bring your forehead towards the mat as you sink your hips back towards your heels. Take some deep breaths through your nose. In and out through your nose. Reach through your fingertips to lengthen as you sit your heels back toward, or your hips back towards your heels. Now come back up into a tabletop position. Curl your toes under and push your hips back to the corner of the top corner of the wall behind you into a down dog. This isn't going to be your best down dog ever. We're just starting out here. We're not really warmed up yet. So feel free to take a generous bend in your knees. You want to make sure you're getting the length through your spine. Hips up. You feel the more bend you take, the easier it is to feel the stretch. Now we're going to look forward, take our right foot, and step up next to our right thumb. And now, hinging from your hips, use the power of your right hip here to lift your body up. You can put your hands on your knee to help yourself up if you need to. Okay, but you should be pushing through your heel. Should feel some tension in your right hip through your quad, through your right quad. Okay, and now take your arms up. Keep trying to find the work in your right glute, your right hip, hamstring, as you push through your heel, your right heel. And then on your left foot, you're on the ball of your foot, and you can feel a nice stretch through your hip flexor here on the left side, down your quad. Two more breaths here. Bring your hands back down to the mat. Step your right foot back. Lower yourself to the ground, onto your belly. Now reaching back through your toes, tighten your legs so your knees aren't touching the ground. And then roll your upper body up to the sky into a cobra pose. Using the strength of your lower back, not pushing through your hands, just there for stability. Come back down to the floor and push up to your hands and your knees. And then curl your toes under and push back into a down dog. You can already feel the difference between your right leg and your left leg a little bit now that your right leg's a little warmed up. So now look forward, step your left leg towards your left thumb, and now hinging from your hips, use the power of your left hip, pushing through your left heel to bring yourself up, and then raise your hands overhead. You want to feel, once again, the strength of your left hip here. A nice, tight squeeze. Pushing through your left heel. And then on your right foot, the ball of your foot down, your big toe, the bottom of your big toe, a nice stretch through the front hip flexor there, down into your quad. And just breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. Try to find stillness. Sure, it's hard, but you want a nice steady breath. You don't want to be huffing and puffing. It'll come with time, but finding calmness in the craziness here is what yoga is all about. Two more breaths. Bring your hands back down to the mat. Step your left foot back and lower down to your belly. And now inhale into a cobra. Exhale back down. Push to your hands and your knees. Curl your toes under and up into a down dog. Look forward, step to the front of your mat. Inhale to lengthen your spine out, hands halfway up your legs. Reach your heart over your toes. And then exhale to fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart, Samastiti. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Step back into a plank pose. And now lower yourself down to the ground. Push up into an up dog. And then back into down dog. Step your right leg to your right foot to your right hand. Push yourself up, warrior one. Bring your hands back down. Step back, lower down, chaturanga, up dog. Back into down dog. Step your left foot forward. Come up into warrior one. Hands back down to the mat. Step your left foot back. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. We're going to take a couple breaths here. Find our breath again. Look forward. Step to the front of your mat. Inhale to lengthen. And exhale to fold. Inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, Samastiti. Hands to your heart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, sit back into a chair. I'm going to hold here for a couple bit breaths. Reach your hips towards the wall behind you, weight in your heels, almost like you're going to fall down backwards. And exhale to fold forward. Inhale, flat back. And exhale, plant your hands, step back into a plank pose. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Step your right foot forward. Warrior one. Bring your hands back to the mat. Step back, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Look forward, step your left foot up. Come up to warrior one. Hands back to the mat. Step back. Lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Look forward, step up to the front of your mat. Inhale into chair pose. Exhale, stand up, Samastiti. Now we're going to step our left leg back, keep our right leg planted where it is, into the high lunge. So you're going to feel a nice tightness in your right hip here. Okay. Bring your arms up. And now, tilting from your hips, move your body forward. You're not just moving your arms forward. You're tilting from your hips. You should feel a nice stretch the lower you get moving from your hips so that your chest reaches out over your right knee. We're just going to hold here for a second. Breathing in and out through your nose. Try to find that calmness, that stillness. Bring your hands into a prayer position. Look out to your right. Take your left elbow and cross it over your right knee and twist.
Feel the stretch in your outer hip now, up your spine. Where you're feeling this stretching is where you should feel the power in your brace as you're making that step. That's where all of your brace comes from. So turn back, forward, place your hands down, step your right foot back, come into a plank position, and then step your left foot forward. We're gonna raise up into that high lunge. Bring your arms up above. Find that power position, that brace position. A nice strong left outer hip. A nice stretch through your right hip flexor. And now, on the next exhale, tilt from your hips, lean your body forward. Start to feel a stretching, strengthening in your left outer hip as you tilt your body down and forward. Reaching your heart out over your knee. Bring your hands to a prayer position. Look out to your left. Take your right elbow over your left knee and twist. Plant your hands down onto the ground, step back, come to your hands and your knees, and then take a seat and come to your back. So place your hands on the floor beside you. Bring your feet towards your butt. Then pushing through your heels, lift your butt up off the ground. Keep your knees pointing straight forward. Don't let them come out to the sides as you push. You want to squeeze your glutes, squeeze your hamstrings to raise your body up onto your shoulder blades. We're just going to hold here, breathing through. Anytime you want to quit, just keep breathing. Don't even think about quitting. Just focus on the next breath, coming in and out through your nose. And then lower your hips down. We're going to do one more. Ready? Push through your heels to come up. Keep those knees pointing forward like they were tied together. Don't let them stray to the outsides. And then lower down. Take your right ankle over your left knee. Let them fall to the left. Feel a nice stretch through the hip that we just did all that work on, all that strengthening, followed by this nice stretch. Just feels so good. And you'll notice it the next time you're on the course. You'll feel those muscles that you didn't really know were even there. Come back to center. Cross your left ankle over your right knee. And then let your hips fall to the right. Keep your left shoulder plastered to the floor. And just calm down. Slow your breath down. Enjoy the stretch. The hard part's over. Come back to center. Lay your legs out. Lay your arms by your side, palms to the sky. Let your feet fall open. And just focus on your inhales and your exhales. Try to take a deep inhale for a 6 count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then exhale. Same slow, controlled 6 count. 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale. 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 3, 4, 5, 6. Just let go of the breath control and be present within your body. Let your eyes open. Roll over to your side. Push yourself up into a seated position. I hope you had a nice practice. You feel a little bit stronger, a little bit more focused, and I hope you're ready to tackle the rest of your day. This is Yoga for Disc Golf. My name is Paul, and I hope you have a great day. Peace.